Hi folks. So this Sunday we are looking at a story about a man named Stephen in the book of Acts, and the book of Acts is a book about the followers of Jesus after all the events of Easter and Pentecost take place. Now these followers, and this particular follower Stephen, faced some persecutions, and sadly in this story, when Stephen, upright guy, looked after the most vulnerable in society, when he testifies to his faith, he angers a number of people, and they end up taking his life. I was a bit concerned at first when I saw that this was the story that we were going to be looking at with our Sunday school, just because I was thinking, how are they going to approach this in terms of looking at this story in a way that is appropriate for well, young minds and some of our most young members of our Sunday school. I think that they do a good job, though, and you'll see that in terms of the different classes that you're teaching when you look at the curriculum. I know for myself, sometimes I can end up having the feeling like, oh, people being persecuted for religious reasons, that's a thing of the past, because it's, especially when we live in a society like Canada where there is so much freedom of expression and freedom of belief, and yet there are places in the world where there are still people being persecuted along the lines of extremism. You've probably heard about this tragic event that has been taking place in Nigeria over the last little while in terms of Boko Haram kidnapping a number of young women and forcibly converting them. Many of them, the majority of them, were part of the Christian faith. What's important for us, though, is to be able to look at situations like the story of Stephen, because, well, it gives us probably a bit more of a vocabulary then to look at, okay, what happens in terms of situations of religious extremism. It could be in Nigeria. Frankly, there are still events Christians can be extremists in Canada, in the United States, and different religious faiths, but we want to have a vocabulary to be able to look at that so that we can be able to understand, okay, how are we going to respond differently? How are we not going to be extremists like we see in some of these stories? And how also, on the other hand, are we not going to just paint one religion with one paintbrush, all with one paintbrush, because of a few extremists within that group, and so we don't want to be doing that, whether it's looking at Christianity that way, Islam that way, or all religions that way. We know that there's more nuance, and so we want to bring that nuance to bear with as we learn together in our Sunday school and in our faith formation at Siloam. Hope this is helpful for you folks. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday, and God bless.